Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do my favorites of 2017 and I'm so excited to share these with you guys because I've been using these products all year. These are my absolute ride or die favorites that I cannot live without. If you would like to know what they are, then keep on watching. Okay, so first I'm going to start with skincare. This is the best cleanser ever. I really like the hydrating one too, but this is the CeraVe Foaming Facial Cleanser for normal to oily skin. I absolutely live by this. I love how foamy it gets on your face. I feel like it really deep cleans. This really gets in there and helps to get all that dirt out after a long day. It takes off makeup really well as well. So I've gone through probably 2 bottles of these and I freaking love them. Next up, we have the Ole Henriksen Truth Serum. This is a teeny bottle that I'm almost out of, so I need to get another one. But this, I feel like, has really gotten rid of a lot of redness, and I feel like this just brightens me up and really goes on well under makeup. I feel like it's got a little bit of a tack to it, so you can almost use this as a primer too. And it smells like oranges, and I'm obsessed with it. So Truth Serum goes in my favorites for skincare of the year as well. Alright, this bad boy has saved my skin. This is the Peter Thomas Roth Retinol Fusion PM Serum. This is freaking amazing. This has completely changed the texture of my skin. Before I had really big pores and a lot of texture, and this has really smoothed out my skin and given me much better texture. My makeup sits on top of my skin much better, and this has truly changed my life, and I will never stop using this. And then last but not least in the skincare category, I debated mentioning this because I just picked this up like a week or 2 ago, but that's how good it is. This is the Origins Drink Up Intensive Overnight Mask to Quench Skin's Thirst. So this is a sleeping moisturizing mask, and you put this on at night after you do your skincare and you just let it sink in while you're sleeping, and then you wash it off in the morning. And this, first of all, smells like candy and mangoes, and it smells so good when you put it on your face. It also does an amazing job of moisturizing. My skin feels so quenched when I wake up. I use this a couple times a week and it really helps with the dryness that I get from the retinol. If you have not tried this, I love this sleeping mask. Next up, I have primers. My favorite primer of the year was for sure the Ordinary High Adherence Silicone Primer. This gives me a little bit of moisture. It smooths out my pores and makes my face look perfectly smooth under my makeup. It sits really well. It doesn't make me oily or greasy or anything like that. I absolutely love this primer, and I will continue to use this and buy this because it's so good. Next up is foundation. I have 2 favorite foundations that I cannot live without. The L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. This is the best. This has amazing coverage. It just smooths over my skin. It lasts all day. I don't get super oily by the end of the day. I freaking love this. The only thing I don't like about it is that the shade does not quite match. So I have to mix it, and I always mix it with the Too Faced Peach Perfect, which is my other favorite. They are tied because this just wears so well and looks so smooth and beautiful on the skin. It smells like peaches. This is just so good, and the 2 of them paired together is a dynamite combo. Next up, I have my eye primer. So this is the MAC Painterly Paint Pot. I'm obsessed with this. It's the perfect cool tone shade. This does not crease. It stays on my lids all day. It sits really well under my eyeshadow, and I cannot live without this eye primer. Next up is concealer. My favorite concealer of the year is the Colourpop No Filter Concealer, and I love this because it is $6. It comes in a bazillion shades. It sits so well on top of foundation, under powder. It does not crease on me ever, and this is more hydrating under the eyes and makes my under eyes look more plump than the Tarte Shape Tape. So I adore this concealer. I will buy this 100 times over at freaking $6. So you cannot beat the Colourpop No Filter. Another honorable mention for concealer, this is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. I use the shade Vanilla, and as you can see, I really love this. I'm at the very bottom of it. It's beautiful under the eyes, but I use this one mainly to carve out my eyebrows, and this is perfect because it comes in a little pot, and you can just take some on your brush and clean up under your brows after you fill them in. Well, I have used this all year, and I freaking love it. While we're on the topic of eyebrows, my favorite brow products of the year were by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Dipbrow Pomade in dark brown. I use this every day on my eyebrows. This one always pulls through for me. This always comes out on top, and I always go back to it. And I always use the little Anastasia brush with it. This is just the best brow brush ever. It's so sharp and precise. It has a good spoolie on the other end. I love it. And I always set it with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. This just locks your brows in place all day. They do not move without any of these products. My brows would not survive. Next up, I have a setting powder. This is a loose powder from Too Faced. This is the Peach Perfect Mattifying Loose Setting Powder. This is so smoothing on the skin. There's no flashback, so it looks great in photography. This just makes my skin so buttery and soft and velvety and smooth. I absolutely adore this. I set my whole face with this because I just don't care. It looks so good on the skin. It smells amazing, and yes, I have tasted it, and it was not bad. So this is my winning setting powder of not just the year, but of the century. This has really made my skin just look amazing. My favorite bronzer, contour, highlight product of the year was the IBY Highlight and Contour Palette. This one I got in BoxyCharm, and I have not been able to put this down. It has the perfect shades in it. You've got a neutral, a warm, and a cool tone, so you can use it on any skin tone. I use this on my clients, and same with the highlight shades. You have your neutral, your yellow, and your more peachy shade for under the eyes. And this is just so perfect for working on clients. It works for any skin tone, so I absolutely adore this palette. My favorite blush of the year goes to the Tarte Amazonian Clay blushes. This is a teeny one in the shade Party. And these are just so good and long lasting. They look beautiful on the skin. They are nice and smooth. They blend easy. And these are just the best blushes on the market. Favorite highlight of the year goes to the Ofra Beverly Hills highlighter. As you can see, mine is very well loved. I am obsessed with this like really light champagne-y shade at the top. I want them to make a single of this so bad. Yes, I have commented that on their Instagram many times, and I hope they've heard me. I know they have. I honestly just mix these all together, and it just somehow comes out with the perfect shade, and I have used this all year religiously, and I am not planning on stopping anytime soon. So Ofra Beverly Hills is my highlight of the year. Alrighty, moving on to eyeshadow. I have the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. Mine is used and abused, like many of my favorite products. This, like, could you even ask for any more than this in your life? Because I'm pretty sure I will never ever need another eyeshadow palette ever. I'm sure I will buy lots of them, but nothing, in my opinion, compares to this. I have used this almost every single day since I bought it, and I can't live without this. It has the perfect transition shades. You have your perfect warm colors all in here. You have your pops of color. This is just so beautiful, and the shadows blend really well. The shimmers really pop, and I feel like Morphe has really stepped up their game with their eyeshadows ever since this palette. So this is definitely like the groundbreaking eyeshadow palette of the year, and I have adored it. Another eyeshadow favorite of the year is the Stila Magnificent Metal Glitter and Glow eyeshadows. These are like a liquid glitter. Let me just show you how freaking magical these are. This one is in the shade Smoky Storm. So these are just so gorgeous, and they dry down. There's no fallout, but these are just so beautiful on the lid. I sometimes will pat it on my lid with a finger, and if I just want a lighter glitter look, or, you know, I'll just go right in with a wand as well. You can blend them out a little bit, so they're just absolutely gorgeous, and I will use these and buy many more colors. Next up, favorite mascara of the year goes to the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir Mascara. This makes my lashes look like no other. I am wearing it today, and I'm only wearing it, and I mean, it speaks for itself. It just makes my lashes so long, so voluminous. The wand, it's almost like the Too Faced Better Than Sex wand, but the formula is just so good. It doesn't flake on me or crack off or do anything weird. It doesn't transfer to my under eye at all, or, you know, anywhere for that matter. This is just such a good, solid mascara, and I have used this every day since I got it, so this is my #1 winner for the year, for sure. Sticking with the Marc Jacobs theme, my eyeliner of the year goes to the Marc Jacobs Highliner Gel Eye Crayons, and they are so good. These come in a zillion different colors. This is just the black one, and it is so pigmented. It glides on the waterline so easily. I tight line with this every single day, and they smudge out really easily if you need them to, but they stay in place once they're there, and these are just the best eyeliners on the market. Next, for a liquid liner, my favorite has definitely been the NYX Matte liquid liner. So this has just a little fine teeny tiny brush on it, and it just makes a winged eyeliner so easy. It doesn't crack or flake or come off during the day. It doesn't smudge or anything weird. I have it on today. I have it on every time I do a wing, and this is a killer eyeliner. For lashes, my favorite of the year go to the Pure Cosmetics Diva lashes. These are so beautiful and long. These just make any eye look you ever do pop. They're just such beautiful lashes. All the lashes from Pure are beautiful, but my absolute favorites are the Diva lashes. For setting spray, my favorite has been the Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 RX. This is so good. You can use this as a priming spray, and it's really nice because it's like their Hangover primer, which I also love. It's got that same coconutty smell, and it just is so good. It's got a little stick to it, and it's hydrating, so you can use this under your makeup or over top. It makes your highlight really pop if you spray over your makeup, and I do feel like since it has that tack to it, it really makes your makeup last longer. So this is a total winner in my book. I'm out of this one. As you can see, there's nothing left in here, so I'm gonna need to pick up a new one of these, but this is just so freaking good. I love this spray. Next up, I want to mention a couple of my favorite tools. I love this for bronzer. This is the Morphe R2. This just is so perfect for the cheekbones right here. It just is a perfect big fluffy size, and it blends out the bronzer so well, so I love this brush. For highlighting, I love the M501. It's just a perfect size to just really buff in your highlight right on the cheekbones. For eyes from Morphe, I love the E27 for blending in the crease. This just blends out shadows so perfectly in the crease. For a little more precision, I love the M433. This is really good for just popping right in that outer corner of the crease right here. This blends so well, and this just fits perfectly in that little pocket. For the lower lash line, the E18, this is a really great round pencil brush that does a really great job at blending shadow under the lower lash line. From Luxie, I have a blush brush. This is actually a tapered highlighter brush. This is the Luxie 522, but I use this for blush, and I feel like it's just the perfect size and fluffiness for blush, so I use this one every single day. For my concealer, I use the Luxie 512 small contouring brush. I know I'm using this stuff for all the wrong thing, but they're brushes and I can use them how I want. So I blend out my concealer with this. It's a nice little dense dome brush, and I find that this blends out my concealer so well, so I love this one. For foundation, I love my e.l.f. powder blurring brush, and it's just this perfect dense brush that just really buffs in the foundation so well. Another honorable mention, I love my Morphe sponges. It's shaped just like the L'Oreal one. I love the L'Oreal one too, but the Morphe one is my absolute favorite of the year for sponges. I actually need to get a new one because I had to throw mine away because I used it so much. The last brush I have is the Scone blending brush. This is my all-time favorite brush. I love this brush so much. Nothing blends like this brush does, and it's just got these long hairs, and it's fluffy. It's just the perfect blend. So for lips, my favorite, I have to mention this because this I use almost every single day. This is the e.l.f. lip exfoliator. This is the mint flavor. They have a couple of different flavors, but this is so good because it's literally just like, it's like a sugar scrub but in a stick form, so it's really easy on the go. Next up, my favorite liquid lipstick formula is the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Velour Liquid Lipsticks. This one is in the shade Celebrity Skin. I have a bunch of different shades, and they're all amazing. This formula lasts really long. It is comfortable to wear. It's not super drying. The shades are absolutely beautiful, and there's so many of them. This one is one of my favorites, and I will continue to buy and use these all the time. This one gets an honorable mention. This is the Colourpop Ultra Satin Lips. These are also really comfortable. This one's in the shade Alyssa. There's a ton of these as well, and they're really affordable. So that's it right there. And the formula is very nice, and I love these. Last up for lips, I have the Buxom glosses. These are so good. This one's in White Russian, and these are just super shiny. They're really comfortable to wear, and they're tingly, so you get that nice plumping effect, and I love this. I use this all the time. So that's it for my favorites of 2017. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, comment down below, and let me know what your favorite products of 2017 were. I would love to know in the comments, and do not forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!